Hi everyone, it's what the fuck. This is new videos on the channel YouTube official. If you know why I deleted my whole channel YouTube on the movie, I give you the reason why I deleted my whole YouTube. Now we're not here to speak on video gameplays today. We're here to speak on a new movie, fine new movie with year in 2018. Yes, 2019. The movie, the title is Pacific Rim 2 Uprising, the sequel of the Pacific 1 was here in 2013, created by Warner Bros. Picture and Warner Bros. Studio also. So now I will give you what I think of this movie, Pacific Rim 2 Uprising. So everyone, I don't know why you had the Pacific 2 Uprising because me, it's true. The first Pacific one is very good. It's very fun. The actors is very fun. It's funny. The VFX is cool. And Pacific Rim Uprising is better by the one we stay better the second Pacific Rim Uprising. I think the character is so young into the sequel of Pacific Rim 2 and in the first Pacific Rim 1 is more hard. And the VFX also it's so amazing, it's so fun, it's so cool in Pacific Rim 2. The Jaeger is very cool also like the first Pacific one. I don't think the difference between the first Pacific Rim and the Pacific Rim 2. Finally, I don't see the difference between the Jaeger of the first movie and the second movie. After it's true there are big difference. There are a lot of difference between the first movie and the second movie. But after, I don't see the difference between the Jaeger of the first movie and the second movie. And I found the characters of the second movie not interesting. Very. The character of the first movie was very interesting, was very fun, was very funny. The only characters, the two only characters were interesting in the second movie of Pacific Rim Uprising. It's the two characters we hear in the first movie. Excuse me, I don't remember her name, but for me they are the two crown of the movie Pacific Rim. For me it's like this. After those characters, it's not very interesting. I'm sorry, but it's not very interesting. I'll see after this Pacific Rim 2 Uprising. Is For me Pacific Rim 2 is not in the most of us, but for me I will say why for me Pacific Rim 2 is in the most of us, because for me there are a big things between Pacific Rim and the movie of the most of us. The first reason is because Pacific Rim is a war between Godzilla and the Jaeger. Is Godzilla must defeat the Jaeger, it's Jaeger against Kaiju. And for that reason, for me, Pacific Rim it's in the monsters of Warner Bros. Picture. And I think for that reason it's cool to watch the movie Pacific Rim 2. And I hope someday I can watch Pacific Rim in the monsterverse for Pacific Rim 3. And of course, after the two first movie on Pacific Rim, they are also the Pacific Rim animate on Netflix. Or on Netflix, if you do watch the first season of Pacific Rim The Black, it's available on Netflix. It's very excellent. That's series anime on Pacific Rim with the Black Zone. Me, I'm a big fan of Pacific Rim. It's very so cool. It's so fun, and I think it can be a really good anime series on Pacific Rim, on the universe Pacific Rim. It's better the Atlantic Rim. Pacific Rim, I watched the first movie and I don't like too because for me it's like the first movie on Pacific Rim and I prefer the Pacific Rim 1. And after in Pacific Rim 1, there are also a big scene between Godzilla 1998 and Pacific Rim 1. After to buy the characters of Pacific Rim 2, it's not interesting. I'm sorry, it's not very interesting for me. And for that reason, I say 10 on 20 for Pacific Rim 2 Uprising. If you do watch Pacific Rim 2 Uprising, you can watch now in VOD. He is available everywhere on Wordmail, on Target, and if you live in Europe, Germany, France, he is available on Amazon and Fnac. If you live in France, you will know why it's France. Thank you, goodbye, and I see you next time. Tomorrow I don't know if I can make